Cupid and Psyche, the greatest love story of ancient times, mythology retold. Once upon a time, in a world where gods and mortals intertwined, there was a love so pure it defied even the will of the gods themselves. This is the story of Cupid and Psyche. There was a king who had 3 daughters, and the youngest, Psyche, was so beautiful that the people of the land believed she was the goddess Venus herself. They sang her praises, and even strangers traveled to see her. But this beauty sparked the jealousy of Venus, the goddess of love herself. Venus, angered by this mortal rival, called upon her son, Cupid, the god of love. She commanded him to punish Psyche, to make her fall in love with a monster. With his golden arrows, Cupid flew down to earth to carry out his mother's will. But when he saw Psyche, he was struck by her beauty, and in an instant he too was filled with love. However, as he tried to leave without being seen, he accidentally pricked himself with one of his own arrows. Despite his wound, Cupid could not resist. He poured his healing love over her, leaving Psyche unaware of what had transpired. But he returned to the heavens, his heart in turmoil, and said nothing of what had happened. Days passed, and despite her unmatched beauty, no one came to woo Psyche. In desperation, her parents sought guidance from the oracle, who declared that Psyche was destined to marry a monster, one who could overcome gods and men. Heartbroken, Psyche left her family, accepting her fate. Her parents led her up a mountain to be given to the mysterious creature. But just as despair set in, the west wind, Zephyr, took pity on Psyche. He carried her to a beautiful valley, where she awoke to find a magnificent palace. Inside, she was greeted by invisible servants who promised to fulfill her every need. Though she had never seen her husband, his voice, sweet and godlike, reassured her. He told her to trust him and believe in their love, though he insisted that she never see his face. As days passed, Psyche grew content, but her curiosity about her mysterious husband began to grow. One day, she begged her husband to let her see her sisters. He reluctantly agreed, and Zephyr carried them to the palace. At first, her sisters were amazed by Psyche's good fortune, but envy soon took hold, and they planted a seed of doubt in Psyche's heart. They warned her that her husband was a terrible monster and advised her to take a lamp and dagger and see for herself. Conflicted and fearful, Psyche followed their advice. Late one night, she lit a lamp and approached her husband while he slept. But what she saw was not a monster, but the most beautiful god, Cupid, the god of love himself. Overcome with guilt and awe, Psyche dropped the lamp, and Cupid awoke. With a look of deep sorrow, he fled, leaving Psyche heartbroken. Devastated, Psyche searched for Cupid, and in her sorrow, she faced many trials and challenges. But no matter how difficult the journey, her love for Cupid remained. She sought out Venus herself, asking for forgiveness. Through courage, love, and determination, Psyche proved her devotion. Venus, moved by her heart, allowed them to be reunited. Cupid, too, forgave her. Their love, tested by trials, had triumphed over all. And so, Cupid and Psyche's love conquered all obstacles. They were united, and their love became a symbol of the greatest, most enduring love story of ancient times, a love that even the gods could not deny. Thank you for joining us in this timeless story of love, trust, and the triumph of the heart. Until next time, remember, true love always finds a way.